Good morning, welcome back to the second in my mole pulled pork video series. So this is now where we're going to make the mole sauce, and then we're going to season the pork and put it into the slow cooker to cook for approximately 6-7 hours. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start with some onions and some garlic. So I'm just going to turn my hob on and add some oil. Now I've got two different types of onions here. I've got some red onion, any onion would do, I've just got some red onion, and I've just diced it, and I'm going to start to sweat that off a bit with a little bit of that smoked salt that I put into the spice mix. Now I've also got some white onion that I've just cut into rounds. What I'm going to do, I don't know if you can see, I've got the slow cooker here, I'm just going to put that into the bottom, just to line the bottom of the slow cooker, to give something for the pork to sit on. I'm not sure whether you can see that. I've also got some pork fat in there. Let's just pick that up so you can see. There we go. When I took the skin off of the pork, there was a few little extra bits of fat, and I'll just put them in the bottom because that'll render down and help to cook those onions through. But it's just literally to stop the pork from sticking to the bottom. Even though it's going to cook so slowly, it probably wouldn't do anyway, but it'll all add a nice flavour to the end result. So just cooking them off a bit. I just want them to go slightly translucent. And I'm going to add the garlic. I've got 3 cloves of garlic, you can put whatever you like in. I don't peel it before I put it in, so then you get this nice all-in-one bit come out. Easier to clean the garlic press. Okay. Okay, that's just starting to colour. So now I'm going to add a tin of tomatoes. And some of my mole spice. Not a lot to the sauce because I'm going to add it to the pork. Because it's going to cook slowly, just putting it in with the tomatoes is absolutely fine because it will really cook down. If I was just doing it very, very quickly, then I would have put the spice in with the onions. Now, I'm just going to turn that off. Because I'm making pulled pork, I'm going to add a couple more ingredients. This is basically a mole sauce. So if you were just doing a chicken mole, or turkey or vegetable or whatever, this is the base for your mole sauce. But because I'm making a pulled pork taco, I want to add a few different flavours. And when I make my own barbecue sauce, I use ketchup, dark soy sauce, sesame oil. I usually use some honey and a chicken stock cube as well, but I'm not going to use those at the moment. But I am going to put some of these in to give it that flavour. So I've got a bit of sesame oil there, probably a couple of tablespoons, just a dash of soy sauce, about a teaspoon, and then quite a bit of ketchup. Now, you might think ketchup's a bit of a strange ingredient to put in, but it's got the sugars in there and it's also got the vinegars to help to just break down the meat as it cooks. That smells really nice. Let's just give it a taste. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, so this sauce is now going to go into the bottom of the slow cooker. Just want to get as much of it as I can out. Now remember, loads of juice is going to come out of the pork, so you want it to be quite thick to start with, because that is going to loosen as it cooks. Okay, so I've got a really nice shoulder of pork here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to score it quite deep. It's all about getting your hands in. You could use other meats, but I think pork works really nicely. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spoon some of this mole mixture and rub it into the pork, getting in the crevices. Just turn it over a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to just take a little bit of my sauce again and just pop it into the crevices. That's where I'm going to get really, really messy, so that's fine by me. Okay, so just rub it in. Okay, can we see that? I now need to rinse my hands. Right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to let's bring this in, take this pork and pop it into the slow cooker. Take some of the sauce, spread it over the top. I'm going to get the camera in a sec so that you can see how that looks. There you go. And then I'm going to pop the lid down and turn it on and cook that for, I'm going to check it after about 6 hours. It may take 8 hours. But I'm just going to really slowly cook that until all the fat has been rendered, all the meat starts to break up, and we can easily pull it with a couple of forks. I will be basting it every now and again just to take some of the sauce flavour and put it over the top of the meat. I may even turn the meat over at some point, but hopefully all those flavours that we've put into the middle of the meat will help to flavour the inside of the meat. I'm just going to show you how it's going. It's been going for 4 hours. There it is. I've just literally basted it and I've taken some of the fat off. As you can see, there's some fat there, and it's still got another couple of hours to go yet, so I'll take more fat off then. But you can see it's starting to soften nicely. It just needs a little bit longer cooking yet. It smells absolutely amazing. So that's its progress after 4 hours. Okay, so the pork has now been cooking for 6 hours, and it's now ready to come out. So I'm just going to try and get it, and it's just coming apart in pieces, which is what we want. It's not going to be difficult to pull this, is it? Woohoo! Okay, so there is the pork, and as you can see, you'll just be able to pull it, which is just what we want. I'm just going to taste a little bit. Wow, that's delicious. Right, so, excuse me, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take the juice and move this out of the way. I'm just going to tip this carefully into a pan, if I can. There we go. Right, so I'm going to heat this juice up that I've, the cooking juice, and till it gets really, really reduced, and I'm going to blitz it to make it into a dipping sauce to put on the tacos. But at the moment I'm just going to wrap that, and I'm going to put it into the oven so it's ready to eat with the rest of the tacos. So that's the end of the pulled pork version. Here it is. You can have a look at that. Looking amazing. I am going to reduce down the sauce and then blitz it so that it's a nice dipping sauce to dip the tacos in. I've got a bit more oil to take off this before I do that. So the next video is making the corn tortillas, and then the final video I'm going to bring the whole dish together. So I will see you for the next 2 videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.